Welcome our trusted viewer. We are here to continue our series on risk awareness culture. Welcome, David.
Thank you so very much, Brenda. Thank you to have our viewers with the questions that they are giving us. I'm so happy that they are following us and they are able to ask questions that they need to understand.
Yes.
And maybe they are starting risk management at their workplaces or even in their personal lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so David, why is risk awareness culture important?
Risk-aware culture is important for several reasons. For example, when we have a risk-aware culture, we'll be doing our risk management proactively, meaning that we are able to prevent risks from happening through a risk-aware culture. And we are addressing the risks. We look at the likelihood and the impacts, and we are able to proactively understand that this risk we can see it from the horizon and it can hit the organization and it is coming with what velocity to hit us. So we can be able to proactively deal with that. If you have a culture of that nature, then it will help us. It will help us in having a better risk management. What about resilience? You know, when you have a risk-aware culture, and there are things that have come and hit the organization, you can be able to bounce back to where you are. You have that capability of bouncing back to where you are. You know, that resilience, like the pressure ball. You know, when you press the pressure ball,
Yes.
you crush it, but immediately you release it, it goes back to where it was.
Yes.
How can an organization be affected and be able to shield itself
Yes.
or be able to go back to where it was through what you call resilience? That is because of having a good risk-aware culture.
Yes.
We know also risk management is about the positives and the negatives. We can have risks that can be beneficial. Yeah, when an organization risks and puts its investment and then there are returns, those are good benefits that come about. So even doing risk management such that we are able to outgrow our competitors, you know, that's a good thing. When we have a risk-aware culture, then it can help us in capitalizing on opportunities. And also it enhances decision making. Whether it is top management, whether it is a middle management, they are able to make decisions towards risks when they have a good risk-aware culture. You know, decision does not necessarily have to be made by top management. You know, even the security man at the gate there, they are able to make security risks decisions and the organization benefits. So decision making is also enhanced by having a good risk-aware culture. And also, it improves on compliance. You know, we know one of the risks people have is non-compliance.
Yes.
When we have a good risk-aware culture, people comply with their, maybe, for example, they took a loan from the bank.
Yes.
They have a good culture of paying. You know, they know that it's risky not to pay.
Yes.
You know, when they have for example, the taxes to pay, they need to pay those taxes in time. They are complying. You know, they are complying with the traffic rules and all that. It can be brought about in an organization by having a good risk-aware culture, and also protecting the organization brand. If staff are aware that there is a risk of taking the brand out there in a way that is negative, then they can protect the brand of the organization.
Yes.
So when you have a risk-aware culture, then it can enhance the brand protection. Yeah, and also agility. You know, that proactively dealing with the risks that can affect the organization.
Yes.
They can also foster agility. You know, and be able to proactively deal with the matters. Yeah.
Thank you so much, David. That's it for now. For more of this content, like, subscribe, and comment. See you soon.